Hi, my loves, and welcome back to Angel Baby Speaking. Today, we are going into a wound that is just as important as the mother wound, but often harder to recognize the father wound. Now, this wound affects how safe we feel with leadership, protection, responsibility, and structure, both from others and within ourselves. So, if you've ever felt like you had to carry it all, fix it all, figure it all out, and still come up short, this may be where it stems from. Now, a lot of us learned that masculine energy, whether it came through our father, a stepfather, or even another male figure, wasn't safe, it wasn't consistent, or emotionally available. Maybe your father was physically present but emotionally shut off. Maybe he was never there at all. Maybe he was loving at times, but also critical, unpredictable, or made you feel like love was earned through success or obedience. And what happens is you then start to disconnect from trust. You stop trusting others to lead you. You stop trusting yourself to become a leader. You'll stop trusting yourself to make the right choices. You really stop trusting that you can be fully seen in your softness and still be protected. Now, this wound can show up in your daily life as chronic perfectionism, burnout, or a needing to do it all yourself type of mentality. Now, this really stems from the deep fear of failure or being punished for getting it wrong. You can have a deep fear of consequences, maybe pushing away masculine energy, but also craving it, feeling like nothing is ever quite enough, especially with money, career, or romantic partners. You really find yourself struggling to feel supported, protected, or led by others. You could be attracting men who are emotionally unavailable, non committal, or inconsistent, or you could be displaying these behaviors in yourself. So, when you have a distrust in masculine leadership, whether from a partner or boss, or even your own inner masculine, you could really feel blocked in your career, money, or sense of purpose because the father wound can directly tie into how we see external success and self worth. So for women, this father wound can really look like a sense of hyper independence, the I'll just do it myself mentality, right? We're attracting emotionally immature partners and trying to fix them, feeling really unsafe in your softness or your own feminine energy, really struggling to trust men or your romantic partners, feeling like they always leave, really collapsing under pressure because you're used to doing it all while shrinking in your voice or power around that masculine energy. Also, not feeling safe being led or protected by a masculine energy. Now, for men, the father wound might show up as emotionally shutting down under pressure, really causing you to struggle with intimacy, emotional vulnerability, or even commitment. Feeling this need to prove yourself through work, control, or achievement, being kind of afraid of leadership and responsibility, yet resenting it when it's missing, emotionally shutting down when you're triggered or feeling unsafe, really fearing the failure or the rejection, but not necessarily knowing how to ask for help and feeling like you have to always figure this out on your own. Now, when it comes to your manifestation, this wound particularly blocks your ability to feel grounded, worthy, and supported by source. So you may be trying to manifest in love, money, stability, or success, but deep down, your nervous system does not feel safe receiving it. So you keep hustling, you keep overgiving, you're doubting yourself, and you're hoping something finally sticks. But the truth is, when you go straight to this root of this wound, everything starts to get easier because when you heal your father wound, you shift how you see structure, action, and safety. You can start trusting yourself more. You're going to actually be able to embrace and attract healthier masculine energy, and you stop needing to force because you realize life has always been supporting you. So when you go to the root, and you're going to heal this relationship, even with the masculine within you. You're open to receive yourself on a whole new level, and you're really going to start trusting your inner leadership. You will magnetize aligned masculine energy without fear, and you're going to feel safe building something bigger than yourself. So you're no longer needing to chase this stability because it lives inside of you now. So today we are going to tap into that version of you who feels held, secure, powerful, and safe being fully seen. So we're going to start on the karate chop. Okay. Even though I carry this father wound and I've had to do it all on my own, I honor the strength, that's gotten me here. Because even though I've learned to fear masculine energy and I've struggled to feel safe being supported, I am open to healing that now. Even though I've had to chase approval, prove my worth, and do everything right to feel safe, I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to be free. Because even though I've learned to do everything alone, to question myself, to fear masculine energy or leadership, I am completely open to releasing that now. I am open to healing. Because even though I felt unseen, criticized, or even abandoned, I choose to create safety inside of me now. I choose to let go of what's not mine to carry and never was. I didn't always feel supported. I had to figure out a lot of things alone. I had to grow up fast. I didn't feel protected because I had to protect myself first. I didn't feel guided. I had to get it right or not at all. I didn't feel safe. And I really carried that. I carried that in my body, in my habits, and how I show up. And that really taught me that I just couldn't trust masculine energy, that I just couldn't trust myself, and that I couldn't trust life. But I really just don't want to carry that anymore. I'm learning to feel safe being led and being a leader. I'm learning to feel safe receiving. I'm allowed to trust again. I'm allowed to release control. I'm allowed to feel safe in softness. I forgive myself for what I didn't know. I forgive my father for what he couldn't give or any influence of masculine energy that changed my perception. And I return that pain all back to source. Because I choose a new pattern now. I no longer need to micromanage or control. I simply release the belief that everything depends on me. I choose to feel safe being seen. I choose to feel so supported in my power. I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to chase. And I'm no longer afraid of failing. Because I've already survived exactly what's hurt me. And now I thrive in a new story. I welcome in supportive masculine energy within myself and the feeling safe to receive it. In love, in money, in my own inner strength. I lead myself from safety now. And I let life support me back. Because I am safe to trust. I am safe to receive. I am safe to relax into my power. And I let the masculine show up for me now in every single way. Deep breath. Now, I want you to remember that your father may have taught you survival, but you get to create safety. You get to lead yourself from love now, and the world will meet you in that. You don't need to be the version of you who had to survive anymore. You are no longer at the mercy of what your father or whatever influence that this masculine energy did or did not give, because you lead yourself from love now. You hold yourself from softness. And the more that you trust that source supports you, like a grounded, secure, masculine energy, the more you are stepping into your receiving energy and your manifestations can come to life. So thank you for today, and I hope you use this video anytime you really feel yourself slipping back into any of these old patterns. So until next time, my loves, I will see you.